Are we live? I don't know, because I'm trying a new thing, and we're going to find out if it works. Because I think I've figured out Streamlabs. I think. But we'll see. So, if you're watching this after the fact, welcome. I am live. How about that? But I am today going to, let me see here if I can figure this out. I tell you what, I can't see chat. That's the problem. We can fix that. All right, bear with me. We're gonna figure this out. But I do have some fun stuff. Hang on. Planned. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I've seen a few of you. So let me know. I have chat up now. Let me know if this is working. For one, can you hear me? Can you see anything? And everything else. Mute that. All right. So that seems to be working. All right, let me go ahead and share this. That's the last thing we need to do here. And then we'll be ready to go. All right. Nope, paste. Okay, hang on. Live. I need to get music. That's the thing that I'm missing now. All right, hang on. And go there. Get the thumbnail. I will get quicker with this. I definitely will. But today is not that day. All right. Okay, that's done. All righty. What is up, everyone? Fernando, Zulu, and Blue. Let me see here. Yeah, Fernando, I was going to do a that, and what I decided is that would just take up way too much time. So I decided, let's just do a fun thing to where I review, or I rank just the ones from this season. I thought that'd be fun. So, what's up, Dia? Or Die, whichever one. I'm afraid if I played music in the background on a speaker that it would not do that. It would be very bad, like quality-wise. My day is going pretty good. I think I have got everything going well. Like, here, watch this. Can I test something? Which I, hang on, let me see here. Oh, chat's on this thing. Oh. Okay, Streamlabs is neat, but I don't really know how to use it, to be honest. But I can test widgets, and let's see if this one will work. It does. I think that popped up. Maybe. I'm behind on mine, so, but anyway, we'll see. Hang on, I'm behind on my screen here. Hang on. Did anyone see the super chat thing? It's fake super chat. No one super chatted me, but I made one, and it's the Wataten thing. Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, I see it on there. Yeah, Kevin didn't donate $65 to me, but hey, if anyone does, I have the Wataten gift now. That took a lot longer to figure out how to do that than I was proud to admit. Okay, so I want to, before we get started, I do have a few things that I want to talk about before we get into it really big tonight, which I do have all of my waifus ready to go down here. Let's see if I can transition to that. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. So we'll do this here in a little bit, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is from now on. So previously, what I did was my schedule was Monday, Wednesday, Friday, no videos on the weekend. Hey, hang on, did it pop up? It popped up. Thank you, Daya. We can test out our little super chat now, or super chat. So yeah, I like that. But yeah, so previously my schedule was that. So whenever I started streaming though, and I've been doing it on Thursdays, I shifted my schedule to Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. Sometimes it got shifted to Sunday, but normally it was Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk about like brief news or anything that didn't have enough. Yeah, waifu debates can get chaotic, and we're gonna discuss that. I think it'll be fun, but but what my plan is any news that is not big enough for a full-length video. Like whenever we would talk about like the tariff videos and everything, that was a full-length video. The Love Live stuff, that was a full-length video. Stuff like that, the anime trending or the anime awards and everything, that was big enough for a full-length video. There's some things that I'm like, I'd like to bring that up, but it's not worth a full live stream or a full video. So we're going to discuss that here. And then what my thought is I could edit all that down into a tiny little chunk and get all that into a little short video, and you guys can be a part of that. So if you want to add something to the conversation, I can take your chat message, pop it up on the screen, and then bam, there you go. You're a part of the video. So I thought that'd be fun. We're gonna try it. A streamer that does that is Atrioc. I really like Atrioc's stuff, and I'm kind of basically stealing his idea there. But we're gonna try to do that. And so I have a few things that I'd like to bring up. So the first of which is, oh, hang on, I can bring this up. I can we have technology. Hang on. Let me. Okay. Add images to, okay. So now what I can do is I can take this, I can add, nope. Okay, now I should be able to. Okay, so there was an announcement today on the internet, and I am like, you know what? It's kind of stupid, but it's also kind of funny. And so I kind of want to buy this. And just hear me out here. Hear me out. So they have Sydney Sweeney bathwater soap. Now hear me out. I don't want to use this, obviously, because for one, I've gotten this, not this, but I have gotten this soap, this brand soap before. I was not a fan. I'm not a fan of bar soap in general, but this is incredibly funny. Like, like, imagine having guests over, and you're like, yeah, hey, check out my Sydney Sweeney bathwater soap. I feel like that's just too good to pass up. So anyway, this goes on sale on the 6th. We're going to try to buy this because I can't imagine it's going to be any more than like 20, 30 bucks. And to me, that's worth it. Yes, so the reason I even know this is a thing, and the reason I followed them, which a lot of news outlets actually picked up on it, but I actually get a lot of like recommendations for them because they make Star Wars soap. And I bought some of it, and actually I got gifted some of it. And so I have seen this before, and I've used some of it. I was not the biggest fan of, okay, who is Sydney Sweeney? Hang on, I gotta go back. Can I show Sydney Sweeney on TV? Yeah, sure, why not? Let me see here. The first thing you find whenever you search Sydney Sweeney is her soap now. Okay, add images to photos. Okay. So let's go. Okay. Now, this is Sydney Sweeney. You know, this. She's like America's, you know, like America's crush right now. It was, you know, they go, like, men go through, like, their woman of the every 5 years, and right now this is their woman of the 5 years. It'll shift again here in a few years. Like, whenever I was younger, it was Megan Fox, and now it's Sydney Sweeney. So, yeah, you're gonna shift between your IRL waifus every so often, and this is who we've got now. But, yeah, so, anyway, I am going to try to buy the bathwater soap, and we're gonna open it up on a video. Yeah, real women. Where's the Chizuru Rent-A-Girlfriend bathwater soap? I'd buy that in a heartbeat, but they don't have that. So, yeah. Okay. See you, Blue. Thank you for stopping by, even if it was just for a few minutes. I always am thankful about that. We only care about 2D women here. Exactly. And we're going to talk about some 2D women here in a minute. But we have another topic that we have to talk about real quick. Okay. So, there is a very, very, very wholesome anime that is kind of infamous. And for a while, I was going to make the joke of making it my 420th anime, because funny number. And so it is an anime called Shoujo Ramen. Ramune? I don't know. We're not going to talk much about it. We're not going to go into the details of this because YouTube wouldn't like that. So anyway, this is Chi. This is Chi from the first part of the anime that came out. The very wholesome anime. This is Chi, and then, hang on, let me find it. Hold on, I gotta find it. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Hang on, we're almost there. Ramune? Yeah, it's probably that. Okay, so, hang on. So, this was Chi before, and I'm sorry about having to shift between these. I'm not using the best system for this right now, but we're learning. So this is Chi now. I know it's been some years since the last part of this, but her hairline has receded like a 40-year-old man. Like, what the heck is this? Which I know what they're going for here is that this is more chibi, which is fitting with what they're going for here. But this is just like, what the heck is this? I don't know. This just is not doing it for me. It'd be great for the review. So whenever I do part 42 of the reviewing anime I've watched, we'll talk about this. And we'll give, like, your detailed opinions on this. Yeah, Alex, anime. Yeah, it's an anime, all right. Like, what is this? Like, really? Like, I get that anime studios have to, like, they change and everything, but really, like, what the heck is that? All right, what else was I going to talk about here? I know I was going to talk about something, but I don't remember. Hang on. Ah, dang it, I messed up my screen. Hold on. Is it similar to Takia-san? No. No, it is not. Don't go watch it. That's all I have to say. Don't go watch it. But anyway, if you do want to go watch it, the new episode comes out in the summer. So anyway, let's see here. Let's make sure that I fixed my screen here before we move forward. I did. Good. All right. Yeah, if you don't know what shows you, how do you pronounce it? Ramune? Ramune? If you don't know what that is, don't look it up. Don't look it up. You don't need to know. But anyway, there was another thing that I was going to talk about. I had some plans. Oh, here we go. I wrote them down. Oh, I know. What the heck is this? Did my camera just move, or was that me? I don't know. I don't want this to be tracking or whatever. I don't like that. I don't know if the thing here was weird. I don't know. Ignore that. Anyway, all right. So, next week, I will not be streaming on Thursday. I will be streaming on Tuesday because I will be out of town at WeebCon in Indy next Friday, and I will be getting stuff ready next Thursday. So we won't be live next Thursday. We'll be live next Tuesday. And why that I wanted to make it kind of a big deal that I was going to that is because we're going to have the blocks on the thing. Oh, there's my vitamins. Oh. Anyway, the Attack on Titan blocks. So I'm gonna have. Hang on. What's here? Oh. Okay. Hang on. All right. So all right. Here's the people that I'm planning to meet for the. I haven't showed this in a while, so we'll show it tonight. All right. So we have the Attack on Titan thing, and then we have this thing. So this is my Demon Slayer Rengoku big wooden block thing. We're having the English Hashira cast sign it. So we got Sanemi so far, and at WeebCon, Ray Chase will be there, who is the voice of Tengen, and Mark Witten, who is the voice of Rengoku. So we're gonna try to meet both of them there and have them sign the big thing here, and then, hang on, set that down there. And then we will also have, I swear this thing is tracking. It's either tracking or I am just completely out of it. But anyway, we also are going to be having Michelle Rojas, which was, I'm probably pronouncing all these wrong. She's the voice of Osmond Beto from Attack on Titan. Bryson Bagas, he's the voice of Falco. Christian McGuire, she's one of the voices of, I can't remember her name, but she's in the OVA with, why is it tracking? That's so weird. I don't want it to track. I'm gonna have to fix that. But she's in the Levi OVA, and Neil Kaplan, he's the voice of Theo McGath and Patrick Seitz, who he's the voice of the main trainer guy from Attack on Titan. Can't remember his name. Shoot, what's his name? Trainer, Attack on Titan. Keith Shottis. Yeah, good old Keith Shottis. All right, so before this thing gives me a sneaking, makes me sick trying to watch this, we're going to start reviewing some waifus. So let's go ahead and yeah, gosh, it's tracking bad. All right, anyway, let's do this. Okay, so we're going to review these waifus here. So we have PopStep up first here. Now, I only have about 30 of them. And the reason I did that is because just some of them I don't know anything about. I know they're not from popular anime, so I was afraid that none of us would know who they are. So I didn't put them on the list. However, I did put some of the big ones and everything, so we'll put them on here and let me scoot over. Oh, I'm scooting the wrong way. There we go. Maybe it'll track right. Neil Kaplan was in Diabolico in Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. Great guy. Met him several times. I have been trying to meet him for a long time, and every time he goes to a convention that I planned to go to, I ended up having to cancel. So everything's full speed ahead to go to Indy to meet him. So hopefully all goes well and I'm able to meet him next weekend because he seems like he's a really cool dude. But hello, Nevpa. Dubbed anime. Okay, so I get what you're going for. You said dub anime, but I get what you're going for. However, I think it's not great to say that all dubbed anime are bad because some dubbed anime are good. Now, some dubbed anime are bad, but some of them are good, and I'm going to give it credit where credit's due. And I think the Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer dubs are pretty good. Now, some other ones that I've tried to watch, not so much, but we'll not talk about them today. All right. So anyway, what we're going to do, yeah, it's 2025. I feel like at this point, like, there's sub fans, there's dub fans. They coexist, and I've met just as many dub fans that they watch dub, like strictly dub, but they know just as much about anime as sub fans. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a dated debate at this point. What is up? Promethean Otaku. Thank you for stopping by. We're having some new faces tonight. Thank you for stopping by. Okay. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to rank them on 3 things. We're going to do them on 3 things. We're going to do them on likability. So that's the first one. We're going to give them a grade 1 to 10. Closest one to 30 wins. So I guess I need to get this up to where I can, yeah, okay. Hang on. Let me, new one. Oh, there's my notes folder. Okay, hang on. Ha! I've got it. Okay, so, what we're going to do is we're going to grade them on 3 things. We're going to grade them on likability. This is how much their character is good. Number 2, we're going to judge them based on looks. So this is strictly on how good they look. This is where the waifu part comes in. And part 3 is chat score. So you guys are going to pick 1 through 10, and we're going to do a poll really quick, and then you guys are going to just vote really quick what your opinion is. And then that's how we're going to get our grade for every girl. So let's get right on into it. Real quick, personally for me, whenever it comes to the whole sub versus dub debate, I usually watch the sub version weekly, and then I binge and watch the dub version. That's exactly what I do. I watched Attack on Titan originally. I watched it with sub, and then whenever I wanted to go back and rewatch it, but I knew that I really wouldn't have as much time, so I might have to zone out here and there, I watched it dub, and I enjoyed it a lot both times. Okay, so waifu ranking. All right, first up is PopStep. So PopStep is from My Hero Academia Vigilantes, which, okay, hang on. Let's get something out of the way real quick, because I feel like it's gonna be a debate at some point. So let's just go ahead and get it out of the way. By the way, I did get an anime box today. There you go. All right, so here we go. This is our anime waifu. She is 37 years old. She is a MILF, and she has a very large breast. This is our other anime waifu. She is 14. She goes to high school. Is she in high school yet? I don't know. Anyway, she's in high school. Fun fact, they're both drawn, and I can make up any kind of backstory I want for both of them. None of this matters. We're not going to worry about that. So anyway, I don't care. So anyway, moving that on along. Getting that out of the way. Because PopStep is technically in high school, but that's it. They're drawn. Who cares? Moving on along. We don't care about that because I knew somebody would bring it up, and so anyway. All right. Never watched the spinoff. You should watch the spinoff because I will say I enjoy PopStep here, and I enjoy this whole anime. I think My Hero Academia Vigilantes is actually pretty good. Not gonna lie. It's been quite enjoyable. I'm a couple episodes behind, but I have enjoyed PopStep fairly well. For personality, let's give her a 7. For looks, I mean, they did kind of cheapen out on her, skimpiness. That's kind of her thing. She's more skimpy in, like, the manga and stuff. She's not as skimpy here. They added, like, tights and everything. And so, they took away a little bit, but I don't think it took away that much. So I'm going to give her an 8. And let's do a chat poll real quick. Engage with your audience. Okay. Okay. PopStep. Hang on. PopStep. 10. Here, we'll do 1 through 5. Yeah, let's do that. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, I can only do 3. Okay, well, you're gonna do. We'll do 4. Oh, 4, 3, 2, or 1. All right. 4 is the best. 1 is the worst. Poll is up in chat. So, real quick, vote for the poll while we go over it. Maharo Shim... Who is that? Maharo... Oh. I get you. Ryan, I get you. I get you. I'm going to ignore that, but I get you. You made me fall for it. The one thing I hate in anime and gaming is censorship. Okay, so here's the thing, though. With PopStep, yes, she did get censored, but I feel like it never, this censorship did not hurt her character-wise. Nothing that she is still skimpy enough to make the whole point of her being skimpy. But I don't feel like it ruined her character. So, yeah, not as skimpy as it could be, but I feel like it's still there. So, yeah. Okay. Any more votes want to get in? We have a couple votes in so far. Any last votes before we move on from PopStep here? I am upset. You guys voted her as a 2. I feel like she's better than a 2. But that's just me. That's just me. Alright. PopStep gets a 2. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Let's end that poll. Alright. So, let's move on to... Oh, I've got to do this. Hang on. Alright. How do I do this? I was able to figure this out earlier. Oh, right there. Okay. The button... Where'd it go? It was right here. Ah, there it is. Okay. So our next waifu is this lady from, that I forgot her name, from Kowloon Generic Romance. Let me figure out what her name is. So, okay. So, this is one that I'm like, gonna have a hard time with because Reiko. Did my mic die? Oh, it turned off. It did die. Dang. Hang on. We're gonna get a new one. Oops. Hang on. Hold on. We're going to figure it out. On. Does this work? Does this work? Can you hear me? Let me put this on here. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, what's happening? Okay, there we go. Alright, so you can hear me on this thing. Alright, well, sweet. We'll just do this. Oh, did I turn it off? I think I turned it off. Did I turn it off? Or is it working fine? Someone please tell me. This is my backup mic. This isn't my wireless mic. This is my backup mic. This one should work. I think it is. Anyway. Okay. Let me get the cord away from here. Okay. Anyway, we'll do that. All right, so if all's working well, then we'll be... Good grief, what the heck is happening? I keep clicking stuff. All right. So her name is Reiko. Oh, where did the screen go now? Gosh dang it. Why is there a hammer on the floor? Right there. Right there. Because I was trying to hang a Attack on Titan print the other day, and I had issues. Hang on. Let me figure it out here. Get all this stuff off the screen. And here we go. Okay. All right. So this is, gosh dang it, I forgot her name. What was her name? Reiko. R-E-I-K-O. All right. New poll. Now, I don't know anything about Reiko. Well, I do know vaguely something about her because I read the manga. And I only read volume 1, and that was a long time ago. And then they, good gosh. They announced the anime, so I just was like, I'll wait around and I'll watch it whenever it comes out. And then I was like, you know what? I am going to just binge it whenever the season's over. I feel like that is an anime that I would really enjoy just to binge. And from everything I've seen from it, I think I would agree with that. I think it's definitely going to be a binge anime that I will enjoy. So, yeah. I don't know anything about her character. I vaguely remember that she was kind of fun. I know it's more of a serious anime, but I did enjoy her character. So I'm gonna give her a out of 10. Character-wise, let's just give her a 7. Yeah, I give her a 6. I feel like 6 is fair. All right, so 6, because I don't like her better than PopStep, because I know who PopStep is. So, yeah. Looks-wise, I mean, okay. We gave PopStep an 8. I'll give her an 8. All right, and then what do you guys think? 1. Okay, hang on. Let me redo this poll. And let me change something. because I feel like you guys are, I feel like you guys are missing it. Because 4 is the best, and 1 is the worst. Hang on. Worst. Because I cannot believe that this woman is a 1. I feel like I'm losing you guys if you think this is a 1. So let's redo it and we'll see where we're at. It's already at a 50 for 2 though? Gosh, what is your taste? What is your taste in women? Still 1. All right, she's gonna end up the same as PopStep apparently, at a 2, because 2 is really exceeding right now. I thought she'd be higher. I even picked an image that I thought would, you know, for reasons, this would be your top waifu. But apparently not. Apparently. Yeah. I don't see anything coming back here. Yep. All right. Well, Reiko, 2. Dang. So she's 1 point behind PopStep right now. So currently, PopStep still our top waifu of the season. She's second. Yeah, that's why, I mean, you can rate on looks, because, I mean, if you don't know who she is, just rate her on looks, because that's really all you got to go for. All right. Man, I should have picked I didn't realize, I didn't never zoom in on that image. Hang on. And she looks pretty high. High on weed? No. I mean, maybe. I know there's drug use in this series, but I don't know. Okay, hang on. Let me see here. Let's do this. And let's do this. And hang on. Whoops. All right. I don't have a way of censoring it, so we're just gonna hope that the YouTube gods are easy on me today. Takamiya-san from Please Put Them On. Takamiya-san, hang on. Is my camera doing a good job? No, it's not. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay. Takamiya-san from Please Put Them On. Takamiya-san. Oh gosh, where did everything go? All right. So, what the heck is that? Oh, that's on my record. I have no idea what's happening. How's their drug use in Japanese anime? Okay, so hang on. Let's go back to her for a second. I'll go ahead and put up the poll I'll make the poll. So, okay, this anime here, for her, she is like, okay, it's Kowloon generic romance, and the generic thing of the thing is that it's based on the like Kowloon walled city. So I recommend just watching it. I feel like that's my best advice for it. The manga is pretty good. I have not watched the show, I'll be completely honest, but I read the first volume because I got it was announced, and I was like, oh, I want to read the first volume of that because I've seen it. And then I was like, but I recommend this. I recommend this show. But anyway, let's move on. Takamiya-san from Please Put Them On. Takamiya-san. So this is an anime that I'm gonna be completely honest is very hit or miss for me. There's a lot of stuff I love about it. There's a lot of stuff I don't love about it. So the whole rewinding time thing, I thought that would get annoying after a couple episodes, and it has. Watching the same animation over and over again, it's like a magical girl anime, but it's just that this girl's taking off her underwear whenever she does that. So it is not really the best for me. However, character-wise, she's 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I mean, you know, she's great. I wouldn't say 10 out of 10 for... Hang on, I've got to grab my notepad back up. Let me find it here. There we go. Okay, now I can get it back up. But yeah, otherwise, she's great. And so I'm gonna give her... I gave PopStep a 7 for personality. I'm gonna give Takamasan an 8. And for looks, let's go ahead and give her a 9. I think that's fair. And you guys seem to be a big fan of Takamasan. Let's go ahead and let's see what the poll is here. Everything is lagging tonight. Why is it lagging? I know I have multiple stuff up here, but I don't have like anything stressful. I have the streaming software and I have this, but it is like not liking this. Oops. Where are we at? All right, back up. All right, it's a tied vote. One of you guys have to break the tie here. We have to break the tie. Nah, 20 out of 10 on how hot she looks. I'm saving 10 for 10 out of 10 waifus. And I don't think she's a 10 out of 10 on looks. That's Chizuru. But anime-wise, I have other opinions on this anime, but waifu-wise, she's great. She's great. I picked the sports brawl thing, and to be honest, I thought it was not... I didn't notice that there was, you know, stuff on it whenever I first clicked the image. But anyway. So, yeah, let's see here. Did anyone break it? No. All right, we're gonna do a runoff poll. Hang on. Takamasan. And 4, 3, 2. We're gonna get rid of 1 because 1 is not on there. 1 was not voted, but 4, 3, 2 had a tie. So we're gonna decide for that. And all right, we got 1 vote. We got 1 vote so far. Takami-san currently out of 3. I think I missed some comments here. Let me go ahead and check. Go back. Oh, you guys were talking about the hammer. I'm only rating based on looks. Yeah, that's fair. The average would be a score of 3. Yeah, that's true. And even this poll now is a 3. So, okay. We'll go with a 3. We'll go with a 3. All right, so that puts our girl Takamiya-san in the lead now with 20 points. So let's move on. Okay. I feel like I picked the most sus images for all these women. All right, so the next 2 here. Oh, I did. Oh, gosh, I forgot what I picked for the other girl from this series. Oh, gosh. I just kept clicking images because I forgot to add all these to an album until like 20 minutes ago. Oh, gosh, I forgot. But she is from a ninja and an assassin under one roof, otherwise is known as Ninkoro. And she is... let me see here, what's her name? Is it Koga? I think it's Koga. Yep, Koga. This is Koga. So Koga is the assassin lady from that. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm a big fan of this anime. This anime is probably my favorite of the season, to be honest. I am a big fan of this whole anime. However, I do want to add the fact that Koga here, I mean, like, okay, so there's this whole plot line in one of the episodes to where we get this backstory on a group of ninjas, and then they go and they are like, we're gonna have such a nice life together after we retire. We're gonna all live together and we're gonna be so happy together and all this. And then they're like, oh, we've got a mission. We need to go and stop this runaway ninja. And so they go into town, and then our main characters just kill him. And it's so... it's hilarious, but it is traumatizing. So Koga definitely, like, the meme of, like, are we the baddies? Yes. Koga is definitely the bad guy. And but personality-wise, she also completely can't recognize her roommate that she's been living with for months. She cannot tell the difference between her and a robot version of her, and falls in love with the robot, and then tries to kill the real version of the girl. Yeah, Koga's not that good of a person. We're gonna give her a 4. She's great, though, in comedy-wise. You know what? Character-wise, we're going to give her a 9, because she's great character-wise. Can I super chat to weigh a score? All right, any super chats to weigh, can weigh the poll here. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna... No, I should not do this, because it may lead to a bad thing. But, all right. Hang on. So, real quick. Oh, you mean my score. Okay, I changed my score to an 8, or a 9, so, because I think her character is pretty good. Looks-wise, I don't think she's as good as Takamasan, but she's... I'm about to go get a drink here in a second. But I think she's up there. Give her a 7. Yeah, we were falling in love with the robots anyway. AI is rising. Then the fan score is a 4. So technically, Koga is tied with Takamiya-san. So here's what we're gonna do. Super chat of any payment. You can pay me 1 cent. I don't care. It's just gonna be funny. You can give one. Actually, I don't want to do that. That's mean. For every $1, you can add a point to your favorite waifu. Here, go with that. But please don't. Just you don't have to, and we don't have to do that. Did you see last week's episode? Unless something in the newest episode contradicting the ending, not a fan of her. What'd she do in the last episode? I forgot. I thought the last episode was pretty good because her and the one girl made up, kind of. Or am I missing something? Anyway, we can go on to the next one here. Let's find out what her name is. Yuriko? Yeah, Yuriko. Nope. Nope, Yuriko is the right one. Yep, Yuriko. Yuriko. Yeah. Yep, that's Yuriko. All right. So, next up is Yuriko, which I also picked a bad image for. Why did I pick these? This was my newest saved image of her, so that's the problem. I had better ones, I promise. But yeah, so anyway. So this is Yuriko, and I'm going to be completely honest. I like Yuriko better than I do Koga, even though she is most definitely she is just as bad as Koga. Because is it Satoko? What am I thinking? Am I thinking of the wrong person? Hang on. We'll figure it out. Is Yuriko the leader? Because they never call her by that. Yuriko is the character who is the girlfriend. Yes, she's leader. I don't ever know who leader is because they never call her by leader because this girl don't have a clue her name is. It goes to show this girl was helped to escape by another girl and she never learned her name. She calls her leader the entire time. Satoko. Okay. That poll meant for Satoko, not Yuriko. Yuriko is not on this. But yeah. That's hot. Okay, so this image is from an episode to where she gets bored, so she decides to start doing gacha games on her phone. Well, anyway, she spends thousands of dollars on the gacha game, and the gacha game has an end of service, and so she goes to she goes back to Koga, and she's like, I need something to do now because I don't have nothing to do. And then Koga's like, well, why don't you just get a social media and you can post like pictures of food or whatever on it, and you can post whatever you like on there. And she's like, oh, okay. And then in the span of 20 minutes, she goes from posting pictures of food she made to this. And then she's like, I get so much more likes doing this than I do the other. So, yeah. Anyway, let's give her character-wise 9. Look-wise 9. No, I'll give her a 7. And then poll-wise, it looks like it's a solid 3. So, yeah. That's a 3-way tie for the lead right now. All right. Well, let's move on from this image because we don't need this image up on screen anymore. Hopefully the next one is a bit more family-friendly. It is not. Okay. So, someone needs to get me. So this is from the Sayuji family children. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And she is Seiha. Seiha? This is a blurry image. I'm just now noticing that. On the phone, it did not look that blurry, but it is here. Okay. So, personally, she's not my favorite. But I can understand the appeal of Seiha. So, personally, I'm trying to think how she'd rank in my top ranking here. I want to say she'd be 3rd. Hang on, let me look here. Yeah, I think I'd put her 3rd. So, anyway, I don't know a lot about this series because, to be honest, I watched one episode and then I want to binge it. So I'm behind on this episode, or this show, by quite a bit. So I'm going to be judging it based on completely the looks. I like binging this type of show. Romance, harem type stuff works better for me as a binge. So I'm going to be judging it purely based on looks and slight character stuff that I kind of know from them. So let's go ahead and yeah. Well, there's another one that reminds me of Cheeseburger Better here in a minute. Character-wise, there wasn't a whole lot about her that I remember, so I'm going to give her a 6, same as the Kowloon girl. Looks-wise, 8, same as PopStep. Gosh, you guys like her that much? Shoot, she's a 4. I did not expect that. I thought you guys would be more kind of mid with her, but no. +1 for Seiya with glasses. Okay, +1. Wait, no, you did $5, so it's +5. Dang. I'm gonna have to super chat in my own one to get to have the other one win that I want to win. Dang it. Okay. So Seiya with a... Is she the older sister? No, because the next one's the older sister, I think. I don't really know. I don't know the order of these. No, pink-haired one. What's her name? Oka, or O-U-K-A. So this would be my second favorite, because this is the one that I kind of know a little bit about. I enjoy her character. She is not my favorite, but she is my second favorite. You would think my favorite would be the little sister. It is not. This is a rare anime to where my favorite is not the little sister, as of right now. I haven't watched all of it, so maybe it is, but as of right now, no. But maybe someday. But for right now, no. All right. Okay. I'll take the +5. Yeah, you got +5 on her. Okay. Pink-haired girl here. I think she's slightly better than Seiya. So I'm going to give her, character-wise, going to give her a 7. Look-wise, I'm going to be honest, don't really like her look-wise as much as Seiya. So I'm going to give her a 7 on looks as well. And then it seems like, gosh, you guys don't like her that much. Oh, no, it's split between 4 and 2. And now 3. Nope, 4 and 2. It's a tight race there. Somebody break it. Somebody break the tie. Yeah, kind of. It's... Okay, somebody broke the tie. It is a 4. So both of the family girls with a 4. Does anybody want a +5 for her? Okay. This next one is peak. Absolute cinema. I think this is the order I got them in. Let's find out. No. This is the tomboy one. And this is my least favorite. So, I'm not a big fan of this one. Hang on. Let's find out. Minami. Let's see here. Start a poll. Minami. I mean, I do, tummy, so there you go. But, otherwise, there's not a lot here. So, nope. 2. And start poll. Okay, so let's rate Minami real quick. I think she's solid. I do think... So, like, all of them are close, besides my favorite from this anime. My favorite's, like, way up here. And then all the other ones, I'm like, yeah, they're fine. So, she's fine. Let's do... Nope. Enemy. Character-wise, let's just go ahead and give her a 6. 5. Looks-wise, 6. And then what's the score here from you guys? It seems like an overwhelming 2. So, yeah. I kind of agree with that. Yeah. She's okay. She's okay. Alright. The little sister. So, this is one, Koto no? I don't know. So, I can see the appeal of this one. I can see it. Like, I understand. However, this is one of those cases to where it's just not hitting me the same as the other girl. But I see it. I see the appeal here. And I can be persuaded. I really can. But, she, but, okay, character-wise, little sister, so she gets bonus points, 8. Design-wise, look at this pout. Look at this pout. That's a 10 out of 10 pout right there. Let's give her a 7. And you know what? 8. And then I don't know. You know, like, to me, I feel like a 3 is a little bit low there. You gave the rest of them some high ones, but you guys are doing overwhelmingly 3. That's fair. That's fair. But you know what? I would have done +2 for the Emoto. Okay, we got +2. Oh gosh, no. What'd I do? Oh, I did edit. I was like, what happened? Where's all these settings? All right, +2. All right, that hang on. 6, 8. Oh, hang on. 9, 5. No. Sayas still has the lead. If you would have done any more than 2, you would have, then the little sister would have passed. All right here. And I don't really know how to pronounce her name, to be honest. I'm a bad simp, but the best girl, in my opinion, is Banri. Banri. Look, I mean, like, that's a 10 out of 10 right there. That is a 10 out of 10 woman right there. I don't care what you say. That is peak right there. So, hang on. Oh gosh. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is just peak design. Like, look at the hair. Look at the eyes. Look at the rest. Look at the food. It's just peak. This is peak. This is exactly what we need. This will save the birth crisis in Japan. This right here. Actually, it might make it worse. She is hot, but she's the second best behind the blue-haired girl. What do we see here? The redhead. Yes, you get it. This is peak. This is peak right here. Let's go to our scorecard here, and Character-wise, 9. Looks-wise, that's a 10 right there. That's our first 10 of the night. 10. No problem. And a 4, I think. Let's see here. Yeah, in the poll before it changes. That's a 10 right there. And so that's a... Hang on. Okay. All right, so 4, she's got 23. She is tied with Seiha. So this is our current leader right now without paying. Okay. Okay. Who's up next? This was our last one from that anime. So who's up next? Okay, hang on. I don't know who she is. I don't know who this is. She's from the Gorilla anime. Gorilla anime. The Gorilla's God Go-To Girl. Gorilla anime girl. Saria. Okay. So, don't know anything about this girl. She's very cute. Red hair and everything. But there was multiple people that whenever I said who should be in the thing, a lot of I had multiple people that said we need her. Now I don't know if them people are here or not, but hey, here she is. Convince me of this woman, because I have no idea who this is. Saria. But hey, she's very cute. She's got a nice little dress here. Going for a 2. Like, I don't think she's bad, but there's just, I don't know anything about her. So character-wise, got to give her a 5. Looks-wise, though, I think she's not bad. 7. And it seems like you guys are focused in on the 2. So, yeah, not great. Not great for old, what was her name? Saria. Yeah. I'm not, I kind of agree with the 2, to be honest. Like, I don't know what she is. I did save the anime on my watch list, so maybe one day I will know. But for now, we do not. Now we're going to peak. Now, this is peak. This is the magnum opus right here. Right here. This is it. What's the Markiplier meme? To where he's like, what was he? To where he's like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. This is perfection. Right here. Right here is exactly what I need. Yeah, that's it. This is it. This is Mao Mao from the Apothecary Diaries. She is one of the top 3 favorite characters of all time for me. She may become one of my favorite character of all time. I love this character so much. I do not have to explain much with Mao Mao. Let's go ahead and give her a 10 for character-wise. 10 for looks, because this is waifu right here. This is waifu. I highly recommend Apothecary Diaries. It is so good. And I forgot to do a poll. I was looking for where the poll was. I got excited. I saw Mao Mao, and I was like, you know what? I don't. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters right now. But she is peak. She is peak. I'm gonna be very biased right now, but she's incredible. This is amazing. Yeah, there's 2 seasons out right now. Second season almost over. But I would recommend it. I would assume season 3. This is the best-selling light novel of the current time. Better than, like, Classroom of the Elite. It gets split into 2 on all these things. It's better selling than both of them combined. It's selling incredibly well. I have no doubt about it that they will do the third season. They will announce it as soon as this is over, and I would assume it will get a probably summer 2026 release date. I would assume. A 3, you crazy suckers, you. I knew I couldn't trust you. Dang. Well, fair enough. I do respect democracy. I do respect it. Okay. Moving on. Jiaoland. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Let's find out. Jiaoland. Yeah, I guess so. She's adorable. This is like you ever heard of like where they will call a character a cinnamon roll? This is a cinnamon roll right here. Like we don't care what happens to her as long as it's just perfect. Nothing bad should ever happen to this woman right here. She needs a perfect life, just the sweetest of treats, and just the comfiest of beds for all time. This is, hang on, Jiaolan. Is that pronounced right? Hang on. I will put it up in the poll so you can know how to spell it. She is from the Apothecary Diaries. I only put, I put 4 from the Apothecary Diaries in here because I feel like there's hang on. Okay, there we go. So I put 4 up from this series, and I feel like this one is definitely one that needs to be here. She's basically the second main girl. I don't know what happens to her in the story. I don't really want to know. I've already been spoiled for this series once, and I don't want to be done again. But she's adorable. As for ranking, hang on. Where did it go? Oh, there we go. As for ranking, character-wise, 9. She's adorable. We love her. Looks-wise, 8. I think it's solid. And then what do you guys do? Ooh, it's close. Can I vote? No, I cannot. What's that? Why can't I click it? Where is it at? Okay. Anyway, Xiaoland. She is perfection. And I can't click the poll. Oh, there we go. But it looks like we have come down to a 3. That's fair. I can understand a 3. Okay, 3 it is. I don't fully disagree there. Actually, that's probably about fair. Okay. All right. Ciceri. So I'm not going to really talk about her character a whole lot because her character is kind of a spoiler for Apothecary Diaries. But Suri. Hang on. Good grief. This YouTube is just like dying right now. We can look at her some more. But character-wise, she's... I'm gonna have to like... Hang on. Copy, paste, and go. Let's try it again. I don't know. I can see your guys' comments over here. Any opinions on our... Hang on. Until I can get this figured out, we'll go back to the main. Any thoughts on our waifus so far? We've done... we're over halfway now. We've got some cool ones coming up here. I'm actually going to remove this one. Yeah, let's remove that one. So yeah, we are over halfway now. Okay, polls back up here. All right. Sue Ray? Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah. Sui Ray. All right, 4 best. But I do enjoy her character. I think it is. Hang on, let me go back to the thing. Nope, it's spoiling it. I'm spoiling all the other women. There we go. All right. So anyway, yeah. Not gonna talk about her character a whole lot. If you haven't watched it, you probably don't know. But I think she's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I do like the way her character is gone. So character-wise, gonna give her a 9. Looks-wise, I think she's also a 9. You know what? 8. And then what do you guys? A 1? Oh, you guys just don't like her character from the things she's done. That's fair. That's fair. But man, I thought Ryan, hang on. Let me check. Let me check here for you. Let me check. We've got a couple coming up. Don't worry. Don't worry. I've got you. I've got you. I'll make it up to you here in a minute. Hang on. I'll add one. I'll move it up. There we go. Oops. Let me bring it back up. There we go. Okay. But, all right, to fight between 2 and 1. You mean lollipop? Yep. That's what we mean. That's what it means. Remember, hang on. Here, just for Ryan. Just for Ryan. Hold on. Hold on. Oops. Hang on. Let me double check something. Oops. No. Wow. X out of that. Hold on. I'm working on something. Okay, we're still good. We're still good. Hold it. And where is it at? Hold on, I'm trying to find something for Ryan. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. We're almost there. I will find it. No. Where the heck is it? Oh, okay. Hang on. I found it. Okay. All right, Ryan, if you're here, what's your grade? Only Ryan gets to vote on this one. Ryan, you can pick the score for whatever her name was. You can pick this score. And we will listen to whatever you say. Hang on. Let's get a new one set up here while we're waiting on Ryan's score here. I'm gonna go back up here. All right, and go back to where we were. And move that back over. There we go. All right, hang on. Why just him? That's a 3 out of 4. Okay, you get a point too. All right, we'll move on. The next one up here is Iron-san. Oops. There we go. There we go. So yeah. I haven't seen this actually, but I know of it. Okay, fair enough. Hirin-san. How do you pronounce her name? Or how do you spell her name? Hirin-san. Like that. All right. Let's see here. No thanks. I will take Takia-san. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't blame you, but we gotta work with what we got. Hirin-san hadn't. She's all we got right now. All right, there is our poll for Hirin-san. I have not started season 2, and to be honest, I am not super excited for season 2 because I thought she was fine in season 1. Looks wise, 6. And then you guys, really, I thought you guys would go all for 4, but apparently not. It seems like you guys are split between 4 and 3, or 4 and 3. But now hearing 4, definitely. Really, I just don't see the appeal of this, to be honest. I'm not feeling it. But I understand. Aharon. Yeah, that's right. I remember it now. Aharon. Yeah, big 4 there. Not a big 4, big 3 there. But she does not get us here. All right, next up. No, hang on. Makami-san. Makina-san. Yeah. Okay, so in that poll. And so this is Makina from Makia-san is a love bot. It is a family-friendly show to where they go out for ice cream all the time. And yeah, she's also a robot. The thing is, I didn't, not with, back to the Ahiran-san thing. Poll is up though. Poll is up for Makina-san, or Makina is here. But anyway, I didn't dislike season 1. I just didn't love it. And so I feel like I just won't love season 2, which is what I'm kind of worried about. But anyway, yeah. Makina here, she's a robot. She ends up getting herself hurt, and so then she goes and lives with this dude, and it comes out that she takes off her clothes all the time. So there you go. So yeah, Makina-san is a love bot. It's actually not that bad of a show, to be honest. It's not great, but it's not bad. I don't love it, but 4. You guys did not mess around. Character-wise, I'll give her a 7. Looks-wise, well, that's a solid 9. And you guys, easy 4 there. So, she's not quite there. So if any of you love her that much, you can give your super chat and vote her up higher. Is that ethically right? No. Am I going to allow it? Yeah, because it's funny. All right. In the poll, and let's see who's next. Okay, so I don't know who this is. Perfect anime for the family. I watch it with my family, literally, not joking. That's some interesting conversations with the family right there. But anyway, so this is ballpark. That's what it's called. The catcher in the ballpark. All right, so she is Reiko. And I got a lot of people telling me that she is like peak waifu. I don't know who this is. Like, I don't know nothing about her. I know she's got thighs, because that's in like all the images that I saw of her. Yeah. People really were big on her. They were like, you gotta include her. And so here she is. Do I know anything about her? Not really. But hey, people were real big on her. So, let's, grade-wise, character-wise, she's at a baseball game. Baseball is pretty cool. Let's give her an 8. Looks-wise, blonde hair, pink outfit, thighs, 8. And then you guys seemingly kind of split there. Only 4 votes. I'll give it a second, but by the way, if you're new and you don't know what I'm talking about whenever I say there's a poll, in the comment section or the live chat, there's a poll. You can go vote there. You can vote for your opinion on the waifu. It adds points to our running total there. It's my grade and your grade, and we even them out. So, yeah. Seemingly it's split between 4 and 3, leaning more 3. Yeah, I think it's a 3. Oh gosh. No, this is Apple TV. We don't need Apple TV. Go away. Hang on. I haven't opened any of these apps ever. Oh gosh. No, don't start playing Succession. We don't want that. Oh gosh. Anyway, all right. There we go. But yeah. So big community fan here, but apparently not with our chat. So let's, anyway, we go racks versus thighs versus rear ends. Well, she's got the thigh game down. She's doing okay here, and I can't see that. So she's got like 1.5 out of 3. So yeah, fair. Okay, who is next? Okay, so we're gonna speed run these because we've got a few here from an anime called Mono. So let me go ahead and get all their names here. Once again, I am really bad with names for a while. Okay. She is my favorite. She is my favorite out of the group here. Let me see what her name is. Shishima? I don't know. My anime list is so weird. But anyway, I really like her. I think she's adorable. She one of my favorite scenes, and this is gonna be me spoiling like one tiny scene to kind of convince you to go watch the show if you haven't. So this is basically like Laid Back Camp, but honestly better, because it's about a camera club. And so what happens is at the beginning of the anime, we have this one and this one are a part of the old group. And she has Death Mom hairstyle, but she's adorable. So anyway, this one over here and this one right here, they are a part of another club. And they have an older member that she graduates, and so she's no longer able to be in the group. And so the teachers are like, you have to get another member or your club is gone. And so they go around looking for people. They can't find it, but then they find out her. And she used to be a part of a group that they would shoot movies and stuff. And she didn't do a whole lot. She didn't really participate that much, but she was just happy to be included. And So anyway, all the people from her club end up leaving. And so she's by herself now. Well, technically she's got 2 of them, but technically she's by herself. And so she's by herself, and they're like, will you please join our club? And she's just like, sure. And I really like that. And then we get a scene to where she is like reminiscing about her old club and everything. And then these 2 are kind of laughing with themselves and everything. And I don't know, something about that little scene to where it's just like she wasn't the center of attention, but she was just happy to be there. She was just happy she had a group of people that she could be around, and it warmed my heart, really, because I get that. Like, I never wanted to be, like, in the center of a friend group, but to me, like, just being a part of, like, a group that was, like, hanging out and everything, even if I was in the background, it kind of warmed my heart sometimes. And so I get it. I get where she's coming from. Also, yeah, Ryan said it. She ate, like, yeah, the cinematography club. But she can eat, like, everything. Everything. Not even an issue. So, grade-wise, I'm going to +2. Good. She deserves it. All right, so character-wise, I'm going to give her a 9. I think it's a solid 9. No issue there. Looks-wise, Fernando did kind of allude to it. She's got dead mom hair. She's got Aaron's mom hair. But hey, mommy vibes. So, hey, we're going to accept it. 8. You know what? 7. And then you guys seem to be focusing on a 3 plus. From our super chats there, we get a +2. So that gets her up to 5, 13, nope, 5, 12, and 21. That is not enough. Hang on. Let's see here. So there's a 3-way tie right now, and it's 23 is what we're going for. So what was she? 10, 21. So she is 2 off of being tied for the lead. Dang. Next up, another girl from Mono. She is Kiriyama. I'm gonna be honest. The weakest of the 3, to be honest. I understand the love for her, but I think she's the weakest. She is like a ball of energy, and that's not kind of the type of character that I vibe with. She definitely is like, you know, that friend to where like they will be involved with whatever is going on. It doesn't matter if you were like, we're gonna go invade Iraq. She would be like, you know what, let's go do it. We can do it. I know we can. And she would do it. But she also will probably be the most annoying one while you're invading Iraq. But she is kind of cute. She's got twin tails. So, you know, I mean, does that balance it out? Kinda. So, you know, let's see here. Character-wise, I'm not that big of a fan. We're going to go with a 6. But I still enjoy her. She's not there. Looks-wise, we're going to give her a little bit more than the dead mom hair. But we're going to give her a 7. And then you guys seem to be going with a 2. And I think that's fair. Especially because probably most of you don't know who this is. So, oh, no. She's making a comeback. She's making a comeback. 4. Nope, 2 got 1. Nope, 3's back. 3 and 2 are fighting it out, which 4's got a vote, so it'll end up going to 3. Any last second votes before we go in? Who are we going with? Can we split the vote 3 ways? We need 2 votes for 4 if we go for it. 3, 2. Yeah, we're going with 3. Okay, fair enough. 3, not up at the top. And finally, our main character from Mono, which is Amiya. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it takes me like 3 months to learn these characters' names. And we're like 2 months in. Amimiya. There we go. Okay. So I love her energy. Also, hello, welcome back. I love this character's energy. She is insanely excited to just like the old president of the club. She took pictures of the president, and that was about it. And then our previous girl, which was her, she took pictures of her. And, you know, it's fair, understandable. Taking pictures of cute girls. You know, they do it, it's adorable. I do it, you get placed on a list. What do you know? But anyway, we'll give her, character-wise, I'm gonna give her slightly. She's not as my favorite as the one girl, but I like her more than the other one. I went 9 with the first one. I went 6 with the second one. So we're gonna split the difference. We're gonna go. I can't split the difference. There's only 2 numbers in between. We're gonna go 8. Looks-wise, I think she's the best looking out of the 3, so we're gonna go 8 on that as well. And then you guys seemingly just hate this one. Oh gosh. Yeah, you guys all went 2. That's fair. All right. Fair enough. That should be it on the mono characters. I threw in 3 mono characters because I couldn't decide on which one I wanted to put in. Okay. Different one here. Anne Shirley. So, I don't know anything about this one, but many people have posted about it, and apparently Anne Shirley is really popular in Japan. Like, the whole story of this girl is really popular in Japan. I don't know why, but apparently it is. So, here is Anne Shirley, and she looks like Raggedy Ann, to be honest, but, you know, hey, I guess that's a big deal for some people. And yes, Anne of Green Gables. Yes. So the anime is called Anne Shirley, but I'm 99% sure it is Anne of Green Gables. Yes. It's got a new anime, and apparently people are saying it's pretty good. Character-wise, I don't really know anything about this girl. I have it added to my watch list. I do plan to watch it eventually, but it's not something I've got around to yet. She is very cute, though. Like I said, looks like a little Raggedy Ann anime character. So, Raggedy Anime. But character-wise, don't know anything about her, so I'm going to have to give her a 6. Because I have seen a clip of her to where her hair got dyed a different color. Looked, you know, kind of cute or whatever. Looks-wise, 7. She's cute. Nothing really more to add there. I like her little boots here. And then you guys, 2. That's fair. No. Well, yep, 2. Yep, it's split between 1, 2, and 3, and it's definitely 2. So nothing to write home there for Anne. But I mean, I've heard good things about this. Yeah, there's been multiple cartoons based on her of multiple languages, but apparently Japanese people really like her. Don't know. Okay. I I don't remember her name. From the Dark Elf thing. Yandere Dark Elf. What is the plot? Okay. What is your name? Somebody will end up telling me before I find it. Hinata. Yeah, Hinata. All right. So, she is a elf with dark skin, and basically this is not a character study here. This is how much do you like the dark-skinned, big-breasted, dark-skinned waifu there. Yeah, yandere. So that may be a deterrent. That may be something that makes you even like her more. I'm not one to judge, but hey, people really do like her. People really do like her. I did find a safe for work image for her because all the other ones I had were definitely not safe for work because it had all them stupid censorship things that we've been dealing with. So, yeah. Anyway, but solid. Even better if she had tan lines. Well, no, she don't have tan lines because she's shown all. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Tan lines would make this better. I'm going to be kind of biased because I don't like the censorship of it. But she's... Did you hear that? Did you hear a beep? Was that me? Did I make a beep? Did I hear a beep? Was there a beep? I feel like I'm going crazy. But character-wise, don't know a lot about her. Censorship kind of ruined it for me. 5. Looks-wise, though, solid 9. And then you guys are really into her, so we'll go with a 4 on that. Yeah, not even close. Definite 4 for our little dark elf here. Let me check something real quick. Let's see here. Oh. Hang on. We only have 2 left. I thought we had a bunch more. All right. So, no, my carbon monoxide detector's out in the hallway. Plus, that you'd hear that thing if it was going off. Good gosh, that thing will wake you up in the middle of the night. But anyway, so this is from the anime Can a Boy Girl Relation or Friendship Survive? And characters' names. Let's see here. Hold on. We'll find it. Where are we at? There we are. Okay. So, Himura. Himara? All right. A lot of you wanted me to include her in here. So, let's go ahead and put her in here. I don't know anything about this character, but blue hair, the more petite girl of the group. Lots to love here. So, yeah. Fernando, probably so. I think that is a definite probably. I mean, with this pose, probably so. So, there's a little flower here by her swimsuit, not by anything else. But I like the design, so I'm going to give it a, which by the way, my list here that I've had went from, I was like really trying to, like, I had like PopStep, I would type out all the characters' names, and then it just became Sherman, Mono 1, Mono 2, Mono 3, Anne, Elf, and now she is Blue. So, yeah. But character-wise, don't know anything about her. I've saved it on my watch list. Don't know anything about her. 6. Looks-wise, looks pretty nice to me. 8. And you guys, a 3. I thought this image would make you go 4. You guys, you got more self-restraint than I gave you credit for, to be honest. All right. Final one. From the same anime, but the other girl is this girl, which her name is Yumi or Akari. Yumi or Akari. We're going to go with Yumi. I like Yumi better. So this is Yumi, and I don't know anything about her. But out of all the people that you guys told me to add, the one that got the most likes was her. Now why? I don't know. But apparently, she's the best. And we're going to find out. Because I am willing to accept that she might be the best. Because maybe she is. Maybe she is. I have not seen this anime either, to be honest. I don't know anything about it. But a lot of you were... it got... hang on. We'll find out. Let's go to... I'm glad I did not have that other tab open because it was... hentai was the first thing that popped up on my... Oh, remember for me to talk about something else before we leave. There's something else that I want to talk about. And it's important. Okay, so yeah, out of all the people, her reply, which is a lot because my post only got 149. The comment with this girl here got 55 likes, which is a lot considering, and there was multiple people that commented her. So I think there is people that are a fan of her. But apparently they're not here. So they failed. Yeah, I probably will do more. I'll probably do a full video for waifus, to be honest. Same way with the other one, though. Don't know enough about her. She gets a 6. Looks-wise, though, she's kind of nice. I'm going to give her a 7. And you guys, man, it's got a comeback, though. She's got a 4. She's got a 4 and a 3. If anybody wants to vote for a 4, she can take it right now. I'm going to give you 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, final chance to get her above a 3. 1. Nope, she gets a 1. She gets a 3. That's fair. That's fair. All right. So, we have to have a runoff election here. Let's see here. Okay. So we have 3 people that made it to the finale. Let me get it ready. Move them. Hold on. Hang on. We're working on it. We're working on it. We will do it. We'll be right there. Okay. Okay. So, our 3 finalists with a score of 23, in your opinion, in our collective opinion, the best 3 anime waifus of spring 2023 is a 3-way tie between Seiha, Bari, and Mao Mao. So, what we're going to do is we are going to kind of cheat because we're not getting a lot of votes here. So, we're going to do a Twitter poll. And we're going to find out the winner. And I will pull it up here in a moment to find out. But, hang on, let me get it set up. So we have Seiha, which is from the Shuji family. Make sure I spelled that right. Hold on. All right. Paste. Oops. Do that. Do that. Henry. Is that right? Is that right? Did I spell that right? Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, Seiya's in the, she's in the running here. And then Mao Mao. Okay, one second. Bear with me. Okay. Okay. All right. It is up on Twitter. Let me set this up here. Oop, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. No, can't really do that. Okay. Gosh, that tracking, that is making me sick. Okay. So, anyway. While we wait for Twitter to make their decision, if you want, if you don't follow me on Twitter, go follow me on Twitter. It's in the description, I think. If not, Slice of Anime Twitter. Go find it there. But you know what? We'll do our own poll here, and we'll see if we line up. We'll do that too, because your guys' poll matters. Winner. Henry. Seiya. Mao. All right, there we go. Polls up. Once again, Mao, Bonry, Seiya. So feel free to vote for your favorites. Okay, real quick. While we're waiting on that, I want to talk about one more thing. because this aggravated me. And I wanted to make a thought thing about it, but I couldn't be bothered to make a full video on it. So, I made the video on the solo leveling thing, which, by the way, thank you all for tuning into the waifu thing. We'll do that again next time because that was kind of fun. And we had more people tonight than I ever have. It was steady around the 15 mark. We're at 14 right now. Thank you all for coming out. I appreciate that so much. But let me hang on. I want to make a good transition. So I want to see here. Hold on. Oops. Let's see here. I don't know how to do that. Anyway. Okay, so anyway. Anime awards from Crunchyroll. So there's been a lot of controversy about that. Some of the judges are saying that it really didn't matter how they voted and everything. And I was one that said, I don't think that any of this mattered. I think it was completely based on judges that didn't really care. And I am going to make a theory. And I want to prove this right next year. So we got this announced. So this is a Sung Jin Woo Funko Pop here. And what concerns me is this. This is the Anime of the Year Funko Pop. Now this was announced like a day after the awards. And what concerns me is that how'd they have this ready to go? I know it doesn't take a lot to get this ready to go, but here's the thing. Only one of the anime that was nominated for Anime of the Year had pops announced. It was the only one that had it announced. And it, like, Freerun's got some coming, but they're not announced. And this one has them announced, and it wins. And then Funko can be like, hey, here's your new Funko Pop. I don't get it. It's, to me, this is suspicious. This is suspicious. So next year, I have two theories. So out of all the anime that is airing, and the anime that we know is going to have Funko Pops by next year, there's two that stand out. Number one is Solo Leveling Season 2. That's the most obvious one, that Season 2 just wins again. They can make another one. The other one that concerns me, that it might be, is My Hero Academia Season 8, the final season. I think one of those two will win Anime of the Year 2025 and will get a gold Funko Pop just like this one. I think it'll either be a new design for Sung Jin Woo, or it will be a Deku Pop or an All Might Pop for My Hero Academia. Because Freerun won't be getting it, and there's no other anime that has Funko Pops. So I'm going to write that down now. I'm going to put my prediction down that an anime that has Funko Pops already announced will win Anime of the Year next year so that they can make this again. This concerns me. I think this decredits the Anime Awards more than it already did. Anyway, I just wanted that to be somewhere so that I could, whenever time comes, I can be like, oh yeah, look what I said. I told you. But anyway, let's check the poll. So, in our little poll here, we don't have a lot of votes because some of you have left, which is fair. Bonnery winning right now. On the Twitter poll, Mau Mau to a big lead. Mau Mau is at 48%. Bonnery is at 32%. Seiha with 20%. Dang, it's a big gap. Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah. So, okay. We have been streaming for 2 hours. Right at 2 hours. So, and I have not had a drink this entire time. All right, that will probably do it for today. I do appreciate, yeah, Mau Mau is gonna defeat both of your guys' picks. But that will probably do it for today. Like I said, we will be back on Tuesday, not on Thursday like normal. We'll be, I don't know what we'll be doing. I haven't decided yet. Haven't decided what we're going to be doing next week. I have a few ideas for streams. No, I'm not going to buy any soul leveling pops. That I am going to fix that tracking because that tracking is annoying. But no, I will not be buying any soul leveling pops. That Anime Awards kind of turned me off of that, even though I wasn't really interested in it because I really didn't like the look of them, to be honest. But thank you all for tuning out. If you did enjoy the stream, we do have some other videos up. We made a cool video about hang on. We made a cool video about photo books. I was really happy with how this one turned out. For the first time in a while, this was like an anime or a video that I was very happy with how it turned out. So I was very happy with that one. Who would you pick, red or blue? I would assume you mean Bari or Seiya. I would pick Banri or Banrai. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm not there for that. I'm there for, I mean, the only reason that I like her character is because she's attractive. I'll be completely honest with you there. But anyway, yeah, she's nice. But she's better than Seiya. So, red, I guess. Green. I'll pick green. So, yeah, I'm going to pick green because Mau Mau would be my favorite. But anyway. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will update you on the Sydney Sweeney bathwater soap, as well as... no, this is not the longest stream. The longest stream was 2 hours and 11 minutes, and that was last week. This one is 2 hours. Yeah, it's right at 2 hours right now. So, no, we're close, not quite. 2 hours is about the max I can do right now. Not because I'm getting, well, this thing died, but that's fine. But let's do a 4-hour stream next. So the problem is I do these on Thursday, and I gotta wake up early on Friday, and so I can't really do a long stream. Now, if we start getting like 30, 40 people in here ever, then yeah, I probably will do like a longer stream. But I also... my goal is to next week for us to get a capture card, and then we can start streaming some games because I think some games would be pretty cool. I'd like to stream like some of the anime games. I'd like to stream Fire Emblem. I think Fire Emblem would be really cool. Maybe like a Mario Kart night or something. I think those would be really fun. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Also the Demon Slayer game. I think that looks really cool. So we'd play that. And also, I originally, one of the first things I ever streamed, not on YouTube, on Twitch, was Cyberpunk. So I'd like to eventually stream more Cyberpunk. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I will see you guys on Tuesday. We'll have a new video out on Saturday or Sunday. Should be Saturday, but maybe Sunday. But definitely one on Monday and Wednesday, and next Saturday. Yeah. Streaming might be... Yes, I do plan to get the Switch too. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. That is all for today. And I will talk to you guys later. Let me see.